Okay, we're live.
We're live. Hey, it's Tuesday. So here I am. I'm Keely reporting live from Still with a Kiss in downtown Guthrie, America. A whole lot of stuff to talk about today. Who said April was quiet? We've got a lot going on. First, we're going to talk about LYS Day. LYS Day popped up a few years ago, and we've never really done much for LYS Day. For one, usually we have all of our events and stuff skewed earlier because April's usually kind of quiet. But unfortunately, LYS Day always falls on the one day of April that it's a challenge to even get to our store. It's always on 89ers Day, which if you live outside of really Guthrie, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. But let's just say it's a statehood thing. Well, not really statehood. I guess it's a territorial thing. And there's a 2-hour parade. You have to park and walk for blocks and blocks and blocks. So it's just never really worked out for us. This year, though, they've got LYS Day a little bit later. It'll be on April 30th. Won't conflict with 89ers. But we don't necessarily have an event put together because we didn't know if we were going to have our store put together. We are going to have some events, but more on that in a moment. But we are excited. Baah has come up with a fabulous yarn. Let me see. I'm going to show you the yarn. This is their LYS Day 22 color. It is so fun. We could not resist. And then we get to finally unveil the design. They've asked us to keep it under wraps until closer to time, which we follow the rules and we did what they asked. So this is the pattern that will go with it. And this will be available on April 30th. We think it's going to be a really hot project because it is so cool and everybody's digging this color. Like I said, we've got ours in now, but we're going to hold on to it till the 30th when the pattern's available. So pre-orders only. We have kits together for the shawl. We put kits together in the colors shown. They're using the Frozen and the Periwinkle for the pattern. But I was talking to Mira from Baah the other day on the phone, and she is so in love with this color. You see, we've got an early advanced copy of the pattern. It's not ready for the public yet, obviously. We're still helping them kind of see if there's any bugs in it. And Jennifer just got started. Look how pretty that works out. But the reason Mira was so excited about this yarn is, look, it goes with pretty much everything. I mean, look at that. There are so many combinations. Jennifer's doing hers with greens because she's a green gal. So it's going to really be a cool thing. We do expect to sell out. So if you are interested, I suggest you hop on. Our site will have links in the post for today. If you go to news.swagnet.com, we'll have links here in a little bit for where you can get order the yarn, where you can order the kit, and that way you can get your name in the hat for all of this. But again, it doesn't release till April 30th. We like to let you know in advance so we can be sure and have enough for all. So that's excitement there. And now we'll move over here. If you like a fun knit along and you love Rowan and you love Georgia Farrell, you are in luck. Her Built World knit along starts. It actually has kind of technically started, but it really, in our mind, doesn't start till Friday. That's when the first pattern drops. Last Friday, they released the shopping list for it. It uses the Pure Wool Superwash worsted, which we have here in our iconic bathtub. We have the full color range. What's nice about this is there's projects ranging from a cushion to a bed runner to a very, very, very large blanket. There'll be videos to accompany it. You can register for the knit along and start so that you get the pattern releases at knitrowan.com. But you want to get the yarn from us because, you know, you like us. And we have it all in stock. And I think you'll see we have a better price. So that's something fun that you can do. All right, let's make sure I said everything about that. It's going to be cool because you do different blocks of different stitch patterns. You'll learn a ton. It'll be a really fun project to help grow your knitting. All right, Jeannie, we are moving over here now. Jeannie chasing me around the store. I'll try not to go so fast. See me? I'm going at a reasonable rate of speed. Look how pretty the store looks. We're still so excited it's finally back together. Okay, this is a yarn that we've had like one whole color out of for a while because we were waiting on the rest of the colors. Now we have 6 colors. This is Dungarees Print. This is from Queensland collection. It is made from, let me get all my facts straight here. It's spun from recycled jeans. That's pretty awesome. It's a sport DK rate, tons of yardage on one of these, 339 yards on a ball. We'll put a link to a couple patterns that we found for it, but it'd be great for just about anything. Love it, love it, love it. I'll tell you one thing I really love. You gotta love this. I like when we have cool color names. And they were kind of fun because I was having trouble figuring out what was what we cover up with the price tag. They not put it on here. What are these color names? I saw them on the label.
I thought they just put the numbers.
I saw it on there. Well, either that or we priced over them. You'll have to go, like this one's Emu. They just put it on one of them. They left it off the other, so that's kind of a bummer. There's like Bearded Dragon. So now you're going to have to go look. They have really fun color names, and the ones that you think they aren't. So like, oh, that's got to be green. Nope, that's red. So I had a good time. One has something to do with the dragon, and I don't know. But go look online. Give you something fun to look up. Okay, new clothes have come in. We have a new line, just a few things. What do I do with the bag? I have to find that. This is Cross Tree Lane. Jeannie and I just found this line when we were at Dallas not too long ago, and they're already, a few of the pieces are here. We have more coming in. Look at this. Is this not awesome? We love it. And it's got the sleeve with the tab where you can roll it up. It's got the belted waist, or if the belted waist doesn't work for you and you prefer a long tunic, this is very easily removed. It's just a separate piece that attaches with a string loop. So you could just snip off those strings and wear it without a belt. But on the fabric on this, oh, it feels great. You will love it. And they also have this great poncho. Not really a summer piece, but hey, you can wear this a lot of different times, or just shop early for fall. And we love that too. And it has a sleeve, so that way you can keep it on. That's something, something that just goes over you. It's just a piece of fabric. Not working for me. So this looks gorgeous on. Jennifer tried it on the other day and looked great. And we also got some bags from them. Oh, I know where I put them. I meant to put them over there so I could show you today. This is what caught our eye, was their bags. And then we started buying their clothes. And we've just got one in. We'll have more. And this is one of their tote bags. It comes with a leather handle and tassel. They have a snap close. And then it has an inside lining with a zip pocket and then open pockets here. And it's just a really pretty tapestry bag. And we're looking forward to getting more from them. So that's just a little bit that came in. Now, Jeannie has been hard at work, very hard at work, trying to finish this sample. How long have you been working on it?
Probably at least a year, maybe longer.
Well, it's not that it took her a year to make it.
No.
Jeannie's just had other things that were more pressing. You might remember this. This is called Reversal. It is was on the cover of the spring Vogue issue from 2020, and it's brioche. It's a great project. Jeannie really enjoyed doing it. What I like about this pattern, of course, brioche stitch in general. I'm just going to lose my papers here. I'll put them right here. I can tell you more. Don't fall off. Stay. Okay, well. It's two-sided, so this way you can wear it where the colors show more. It's got the red and the pink gradient. That's from this. It's from Earth. It's their merino gradient pack, and you can see it goes from the dark all the way to the light. Or if you're feeling a little more yellow, you flip it around and check it out. Totally different look. Isn't that fun? It was fun to make. And then the main color is the monochrome fingering, which is a great kind of has a little bit of variation with it, and it's really pretty. And then you put it with the gradient. So we're glad to have that done. Of course, we get it done, and the magazine's out of print, and Vogue is not offering their individual patterns as downloads, which was we were really bummed out. We're like, great, we get a sample made, and we're like, well, too bad, you can't have the pattern. But I have good news. If you get Vogue Knitting's app, you can actually go in and download full issues of their magazines from the app and get the digital that way. And it's not terribly expensive.
It's like $5.99.
Yeah, so sort of the same price as buying the magazine, you can go and get the digital content. So get their app and look for spring 2020. And this is a really great piece, especially if you're looking to really dive into brioche. I wouldn't recommend it as your first brioche project, but if you're looking to do some fun things, Jeannie really enjoyed doing that. I know that.
I learned a lot on it.
She learned a lot, so that's always a good thing. And she didn't, go running out the door screaming, don't ever make me do this again. So that's a really good sign. Not saying that doesn't happen sometimes. Okay. Now we'll talk about events. Like I said, normally we would have well, nothing's normal anymore. Jeannie and I are talking about normal. Forget it. We're not going back to normal. That ship has sailed. But usually in the past, we would have, the first quarter of the year packed with fun events. Usually January, February, March, we're always doing fun events. This year we did not do that because the time that we would normally be doing the planning was when we were playing whack-a-mole with COVID, and it was just not, we didn't know what to plan. It was hard to plan anything. And then we decided to do the major store renovations and rearranging. And again, we did not really know when those would get complete. We had a lot of delays, ice storms, whatnot. So we've kind of just waited. So that's okay. We thought now that we've got our act together, things seem to be going along somewhat well. We'll start with some events. And our first one is going to be a spring event. We think you're going to really, really like it. We are having a big trunk show with Baah. We're going to feature their New York yarns. So naturally we have to have a whole New York theme. This is a flyer we'll be mailing out this week. What it is, it starts on May 21st. From May 21st to May 28th, the trunk show will be here. New York is not a yarn we normally have, so it'll be kind of a fun time to experience that yarn. On the opening day, on May 21st, we will have kind of more of an event. We've had to kind of restructure how we do things. Packing everybody in to just sit and hang out is, we're really limited on space. It's just not a good idea to start eating people in anymore. I don't know that it ever was really a good idea, but going forward in the future, that's not a good plan. But we want as many people to come and experience the trunk show on the opening day as possible. So, come on you can just show up anytime on the 21st, experience the trunk show, but we will have a few special things planned on that day. And we're going to have 2 fashion shows. We're going to have repeat it so we can offer it to more people. You will have the opportunity to purchase a VIP package, just like, if you were a VIP person. And in the VIP package, you'll get a skein of the New York. We are designing a pattern specifically for that yarn. We're going to have some custom stitch markers it's going to be a really nice package for you. And you will have the option then of attending one of the fashion shows. Right now we have 2 times set. If we fill those up, we'll add a 3rd, and you will have, a seat just for you, and it'll just be for the fashion show. It's not a time to bring your whole projects and sit and knit and gab. That's not this type of event. We'll have some of those later, but this is, we're going to really kind of keep it focused more on the fashion show. So you'll have a reserved chair front row for the fashion show. Of course, if you're just here hanging out in the store, you're like, oh, I didn't know there's a fashion show. I mean, you'll be able to see it too. You're just not going to get the VIP seats. So, and if you can't be here, that's okay. You can still be a VIP. We will mail it to you, and we will have a link for you so that you can watch the fashion show from home. It won't be a live one. It'll be one that we curate, so you don't have all of those, people in the way. We'll make it where it's, more for a virtual experience. And the VIP package is $50, worth every penny, because you're going to get a lot of cool stuff and a really cool pattern that Jeannie and I are working out. Now I'm working it out, and Jeannie's like, what? We're waiting on the yarn. We're going to get a skein ahead of time. Then we can really get moving. So we hope that you can join us for that. This will be our big spring event. And then we're already planning some really, really killer things for fall. So really excited about having some events this fall. Aren't we, Jeannie?
Yes.
And we're all pumped about it. We had a whole big brainstorming meeting the other day, and we were able to do some things that we had planned on doing last year that never kind of made it to fruition. And so we're very, very, very pumped about that. Since I mentioned 89ers, you might be going, oh, I love 89ers. I want to come to a huge carnival and parade. Well, it is amazing. But it's on Saturday, April the 23rd. So I'm not saying don't come see us on the 23rd. We're open. I mean, a lot of businesses on Guthrie will not be open. For when I know, when I first met my husband, he's like, you're open on 89ers Day? I mean, it's the same kind of tone you get when someone goes, you're open on Christmas Day, on Thanksgiving. It's kind of that same type of thing, because it's a big deal if you're from Guthrie, because all the families come. It is a little bit like Thanksgiving, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Jeannie, there's cookouts. You don't work on 89er Day. Well, I'm working on 89ers Day because I have too many people that show up and look like this. Oh my gosh, what's going on outside? It's like, sorry, big parade, a lot of horses. So we're always open on 89ers Day. We do have front row seats for the parade, which is kind of fun to see all the kids, see all the stuff going on. And some stores just close because they don't want people coming in. And I think that's kind of sad. They don't want to come in and use the bathroom. We've never really had a problem with that. So we're here, we're open. So we welcome you to come up, but we will warn you. Well, I'll give you another warning before. Plan ahead, because from noon to 2, you cannot drive. I mean, they even shut down the state highway that comes through town. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. So that's why you're just like, aren't you doing something for LYS Day? And the pastor like, we're having a 2.5-hour parade outside. That's what we're having. So bad timing. They didn't ask me the date. This year, come on up. We'll be here on the 30th, and you can pick up your kit for the shop. Anything else, Jeannie? I told you guys I had a lot going on today. Try not to blow away. It's supposed to be, 50-mile-an-hour winds? Oh, it's crazy. About to blow our door off. It's awful. It actually blew part of my back door off at home. It's almost time for summer. I was thinking when I was getting stuff ready for our stuff. And I got to thinking, we don't really get spring. Do you feel like we get spring? Now, here's spring.
No.
If you don't live in Oklahoma, I'll give here's spring in Oklahoma. It starts in what, January? We have like a day of spring, just enough for the daffodils to come up. You're like, oh, poor flower, you're going to be dead. Then it comes ice, snow, 80 degrees. And then now we're at the time where it's like wind. I'm not talking breeze. I'm talking, you know, you see like the guy on the weather, like before the hurricane standing there about to blow away. That's what it feels like at different moments, right? You know, what, the last 2 weeks, it's just been awful. Everybody's hair looks bad. Everybody's allergies are bad. In fact, I was picking up the dry cleaners last week. My dry cleaning is right there by the bank where they have these cottonwood trees, which have, I don't know who decided to plant cottonwood trees in Oklahoma, but they should be shot. It looked like it was snowing, and those things make your nose go, yeah, so spring, spring's a joke. We're just gonna get right to summer where it's, 110 and we can wear shorts and flip-flops all day. So it's coming. It'll be here soon. And tornadoes, don't forget about that.
Yeah.
It didn't spring without a bunch of tornadoes. In fact, we're watching for those again, today. Hope I'm not out in the middle of, and wildfires. Yeah, if you don't burn down, you get blown away.
Yep.
We're going to hope neither happens to you. Yes. Summer will eventually be here and we'll just be inside, knitting with the air conditioner on. All right. See you guys next